Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the live broadcast of the Senate this afternoon. A broadcast brought to you courtesy of the partnership between the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation and the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit. In the highlights in the order of business this afternoon is a motion on the implementation of an automated decentralized certificate of good conduct system in Kenya. This is a motion being spearheaded by the Senator for Murang'a County, Senator Joe Nyotu. In the motion, the Senator states that he is aware that certificate of good conduct is a major requirement for Kenyan citizens in accessing employment, business opportunities, and in some instances, financial engagements with financial institutions in Kenya, with the certificate having a validity of a period of 1 year. He is concerned that many Kenyans are compelled to travel long distances to access this service, both for the initial application and for the subsequent applications, making the process tedious, time-consuming, and costly. He further states in motion that the current manual application system is prone to delays and inconsistencies and may compromise the authenticity and integrity of the certificate of good conduct, and he is cognizant of the importance of introducing an automated certificate of good conduct system. He is now therefore seeking to have the Senate resolve that the Ministry of Interior and the National Police Service do develop and implement an automated good conduct certificate system designed to streamline the issuance, renewal, and verification of certificates of good conduct, that the dual should incorporate advanced technologies such as biometric fingerprint recognition, data encryption, and secure communication protocols to ensure accuracy of individual records. Finally, the Senator will also be seeking to have the National Police Service and the Ministry of Interior and National Administration scale up public awareness initiatives in rural areas on the application and renewal process for the good conduct. This motion has a balance of about 20 minutes, and the mover of the motion, being the Senator for Murang'a, will be called upon to reply to this motion this afternoon. But away from that motion, there are a number of motions and bills lined up for consideration this afternoon. Under the Committee of the Whole, we have 3 bills lined up for consideration. They are the County Library Services Bill, the Labor Migration and Management Bill number 2 of the Senate, and the Technopolis Bill, Bill number 6 of the year 2024 by the Senate Leader of the Majority Party. The Chairperson Select Committee on Delegated Legislation will this afternoon, in the motion on the report of the Select Committee on Delegated Legislation on its consideration of the Affordable Housing Regulations, legal notice number 111 of 2025, be seeking to have the Senate adopt on behalf of his committee its consideration of the Affordable Housing Regulations legal notice number 111, 114 of 2025. After having considered the issues of affordable housing regulations, the committee laid its report on the table of the Senate on the 24th day of September 2025, and pursuant to sections 59, subsection 4 of the Affordable Housing Act of 2024, the Senate resolves to approve the Affordable Housing Regulations of the year 2025. The Office of the County Attorney Amendment Bill. This is a bill by Senator David Wakoli. Bill number 47 of the year 2024 is lined up for resumption of debate, where the senators are set to debate and consider amendments proposed in the bill that is seeking to amend the existing act on the Office of the County Attorney. The Seeds and Plant Varieties Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 4 of the year 2025, is also lined up for debate this afternoon. The Speaker's procession is making its way into the chambers this afternoon. The House will be presided over by the Speaker of the House, Honorable Amason Kingi. So kindly allow me to hand over for this live broadcast brought to you by PBU in partnership with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Enjoy your viewing.
Na tuombe. Mwenyezi Mungu, tutakusihi ututazame kwa neema nyingi na baraka. Sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita kwa nyadhifa za uongozi katika jambo hili yetu. Tutakuomba utuwajalie tuyatende na kufikia mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umesikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Clerk, do we have quorum? Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the quorum bell for 10 minutes.
The business of the Senate has kicked off this afternoon. But upon the commencement of the House business this afternoon, we have a small quorum hitch that has necessitated the Speaker to direct that the quorum bell be rung for 10 minutes. On your screens, you can see a section of senators making their way into the chamber this afternoon, and this is for the purposes of proper quoration of the House. On Standing Orders number 53, subsection 1, the Senator for Embu County, Senator Alexander Mundigi, will be seeking a statement from the Standing Committee on Education regarding the closure of Higher Education Loans Board application system. The Senator for Nairobi will be seeking a number of statements. Among them is a statement that will be sought from the Standing Committee on Education regarding the steep increase in fees paid to technical and vocational education training. This is TVET institutions. The other statement that will be coming from the Senator for Nairobi will be directed to the Standing Committee on Matters Land in regards to the current status of Karura Forest. Senator Hezena Lemaletian will be seeking a statement from the Standing Committee on Education regarding the electrification of Sere Olipi in Samburu East constituency. The Senator for Busia has a number of statements, but just to give you some of the statements that he is set to seek this afternoon. One of them is a statement that he'll be seeking from the Standing Committee on Matters Health regarding the plight of nursing interns whose internship placements were unlawfully revoked. Among the four statements, the other one will be directed to the Standing Committee on Education regarding the plight of contractual teachers serving in the northern eastern Kenya. Let's now move to Standing Orders 56, subsection 1. The quorum has been achieved.
You may call the first order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Order, honorable senators. Proceed, clerk.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
The Senate Majority Leader.
Following papers on the table of the Senate. Today, Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025. This is a report of the PPRA, Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, concerning performance of the special groups, youth, women, and PWDs under the 30% preference and reservation scheme for January to June 2025 reporting period. 2, the annual report of the Commission on Administrative Justice, CAJ, for the financial year 2023-2024. Report of the COB, Controller of Budget, on the National Government Budget Implementation Review for financial year 2024-2025. 4, report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of the Uasin Gishu County Education Revolving Fund for the year ended 30th June 2025. 5, report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Uasin Gishu County Bursary and Skills Development Support Fund for the year ended 30th June 2025. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay.
The Chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget. Or any member.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 24th of September 2025, being the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. Thank you.
The Chairperson, Select Committee on Delegated Legislation.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to give a notice of the following motion. That the Senate adopt the report of the Select Committee on Delegated Legislation on its consideration of its affordable housing regulations, legal notice number 114 of 2025.
Senator Gataya, proceed to lay the paper first.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to lay the paper on Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 24th September 2025. A report on the Committee on the Legislation on the consideration of the Affordable Housing Regulations 2025, legal notice number 114 of 2025. Thank you.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to give notice of the following motion. The motion is on the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026, that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 24th, 2025, September, and that pursuant to Section 17, subsection 7 of the Public Finance Management Act and the Standing Order number 189/3, the Senate approves the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Chairperson, Select Committee on Delegated Legislation.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to give a notice of the following motion. That the Senate adopt the report of the Select Committee on Legislation on its consideration of the Affordable Housing Regulations, legal notice number 114 of 2025, arraigned on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 24th September 2025, and that pursuant to Section 59(4) of the Affordable Housing Act 2024, the Senate resolves to approve the Affordable Housing Regulations, legal notice number 114 of 2025. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Veronica Maina. Okay, that business is deferred. Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Statements pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. The Senator for Embu County, Honorable Alexander Mundigi.
Request for statement on the closure of the Help Loans application system. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to check a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of national concern regarding the untimely closure of the Higher Education Loans Board Help Loans application system. In the statement, the committee should address the following issues. Reason for the closure of the Higher Education Loans Board Help Loans application system at a time when many students and just acquired their national identification ID cards, thereby locking out a significant number of eligible applicants. 2, whether the Ministry of Education could consider reopening the system for a further 14 days to avail to the students who were left out an opportunity to apply for loans. Strengthen to ensure just critical system is continuous, outlining measures the ministry intends to put in place to ensure predictability, accessibility, and fairness to all students. Senator for Embu County, Dr. Alexander Munyimondigi.
Senator for Nairobi City County, the Honorable Edwin Sifuna.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I have two statements. With your kind permission, I would request that I take both of them at once. The first one, Honorable Speaker, is on the increase in TVET fees. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of national concern regarding the steep increase in fees paid to technical and vocational education and training institutions. Mr. Speaker, sir, while the government has indicated a willingness to scale back on fees paid by university students, the opposite has occurred in technical and vocational education and training institutions. On average, fees have sharply increased from Kenya shillings 67,000 per year to Kenya shillings 35,000 per module, translating to approximately Kenya shillings 105,000 every year. As a vital source of middle-level technicians and experts, TVET institutions play a critical role in the labor market. Pricing out students from these institutions risks severely undermining this important sector and, by extension, the country's workforce development. In the statement, therefore, the committee should address the following. Number one, the justification for the sharp increase in TVET fees at a time when economic pressures have necessitated a reduction in university fees. Secondly, the reasons for the delays in disbursement of TVET Higher Education Loans Board loans in contrast to the timely release of loans to their university counterparts. Thirdly, Honorable Speaker, the safeguards that the ministry has put in place to protect needy students from the burden of the sudden increase in TVET fees. The second statement, Honorable Speaker, is on the status of Karura Forest. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a matter of national concern regarding the current status of Karura Forest. Mr. Speaker, Karura Forest is one of the few remaining urban forests in the country and the continent. It serves as one of the vital lungs of this great city, providing clean air, while also playing a critical role as a recreational hub for residents and visitors alike. However, the protection of this invaluable resource has become a matter of urgent importance and concern, as the forest currently faces threats from prospective developers, management disputes, and individuals seeking to exploit its resources for personal gain. In the statement, the committee should address the following issues. First, Honorable Speaker, we need an updated map of Karura Forest indicating the exact area under vegetation and areas that have been cleared, detailing the circumstances under which such sections of the forests were cleared. Secondly, details of the income and expenditure relating to the joint account managed by the Kenya Forest Service and the Friends of Karura Forest, with a view to ascertaining the benefits accrued in management of the forest through this partnership. Thirdly, the sustainability of the Community Forest Association model in forest management, including whether the agreement between KFS and the Friends of Karura Forest will continue to be honored in the management of Karura Forest. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, the measures in place to safeguard the forest or any sections of it from encroachment or illegal acquisition by private developers. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator for Tharaka Nithi County, the Honorable Mwenda Gataya.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land and Environment and Natural Resources on a matter of nationwide concern regarding the improper waste disposal practices in this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, improper wastage disposal means a major environmental and public health challenges across both urban and rural areas. In many cases, waste is dumped in uncontrolled sites and open spaces. This practice poses significant health risk, environmental degradation, and undermines the country's effort to achieve the sustainable development goals. In this regard, Honorable Speaker, the committee should address the following. The budgetary allocation per county for the financial year 2024-2026 towards waste management and infrastructure and practice in both urban and rural areas. The mechanism in place to ensure effective enforcement of waste management as provided for in the Environmental Management and Coordination Waste Management Regulations, Legal Notice number 121 of 2006, whether there are some existing or planned county programs aimed at promoting public education and the policy awareness on the proper waste disposal. The committee should also try to look at the measures being taken to ensure that waste management infrastructure is adequate, efficient, and accessible to all communities. The committee should also look at whether there are collaborations or partnership with other stakeholders, including international agencies, the private sector, and civil society organizations to support waste management initiatives. On our second statement, Honorable Speaker, this is on the construction of a stadium in Tharaka Nithi County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek assessment for the Standing Committee on Labour and the Social Welfare on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the construction of a stadium in Tharaka constituency, Tharaka Nithi County. Mr. Speaker, sir, stadia are essential for community developments as they nurture local talent, provide recreational and professional opportunities, boost economic activity, and foster unity and a sense of pride. In the Tharaka Nithi County, however, the Tharaka constituency remains the only without a stadium. Unlike Chuka, Mangombe, which with the Kirobia, and the Mara with the Kaironi Stadium, residents here must rely on school playgrounds for training and the competitions. This has resulted in limited talent development, denying the community opportunities to host national, regional events and constrain both social and economic growth. In the statement, Honorable Speaker, the committee should look at whether there are plans to construct a stadium in the constituency, and if so, the projected timeline for its completion. The committee should also provide the budgetary allocation and the funding strategies, if any, that have been earmarked for construction of the proposed stadium and how this aligns with the ministry's broader strategy for sports development and community infrastructure. The interim measures being undertaken to address the sporting and recreation needs of the youth and the community in the Tharaka constituency, whether there are plans to engage or collaborate with private sector partners in the construction and development of the proposed stadium. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This is Senator Mwanta Gataya, CBS MP, Senator for Tharaka Nithi County, today, September 2025. Thank you.
Before I call the next senator, allow me to make this communication, Honorable Senators. Now, Honorable Senators, as you may recall, at the sitting of the Senate held on Tuesday, 5th of August, 2025, the temporary Speaker, Senator Hilary Sigei, MP, communicated a message from the National Assembly on the passage by the National Assembly on the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bills number 21 of 2025. Thereafter, the temporary Speaker allowed Honorable Senators to make comments on the message. While contributing to the message, the Senator for Kakamega County, Senator Dr. Boni Halwale, MP, made comments in reference to the Speakers of the House of Parliament. Specifically, Senator Dr. Boni Halwale, MP, stated as follows: unless the Speaker of the Senate has either abdicated his responsibility, he is in connivance, or he has decided to learn the bad manners of the Speaker of the National Assembly, who has reduced himself to an agent of the United Democratic Party, UDA, running around. This prompted the Senator for Bungoma County, Senator Wafula Waholi, MP, to rise on a point of order pursuant to Standing Order 105 to require Senator Dr. Boni Halwale, MP, to substantiate the statement pursuant to Standing Order 105.1. Honorable Senator, Standing Order 105 states as follows: a senator shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts that the Senate alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any facts instantly. Further, Standing Order 105.2 states as follows: if a senator has sufficient reason to convince the Speaker that the senator is unable to substantiate the allegations instantly, the Speaker shall require that such senator substantiate the allegations not later than the next sitting day, failure to which the senator shall be deemed to be disorderly within the meaning of Standing Order 121, unless the senator withdraws the allegations and gives a suitable apology. At the sitting of the Senate held on Tuesday, 5th of August 2025, Senator Dr. Boni Halwale MP was not able to substantiate his statement as required under Standing Order 101 or 105.1. The senator consequently sought the indulgence of the temporary speaker for more time to provide the evidence at the next sitting day in accordance with Standing Order 105.2. Having acceded to the request, the temporary speaker, Senator Hilary Sigei MP, directed that the senator substantiate the allegations at the next sitting day. Honorable senators recall that at the subsequent sitting held on Wednesday, 6th of August 2025, the Deputy Speaker invited Senator Halwale MP to table the evidence in support of his claim made on Tuesday, 5th of August 2025, pursuant to Standing Order 105.2. Thereupon, Senator Halwale MP proceeded to table a flash disk drive containing 3 video clips as evidence to substantiate his claim. Following the tabling of the evidence by Senator Dr. Halwale MP, the Deputy Speaker undertook to review the matter and give a ruling at a later date, as it was not possible to do so then. Now, honorable senators, ordinarily, the obligation on the Speaker in such matter is to review the evidence tabled, determine the admissibility, establish whether indeed it verifies the claims made, and finally, to rule on whether, accordingly, the threshold under Standing Order 105 has been met. However, after going through the Hansard for Tuesday, 5th of August, 2 fundamental issues arise that require my determination in this instance. First was Senator Dr. Boni Halwale's statement in order within the context of the debate at hand. Second was the point of order by Senator David Wafula MP for substantiation valid. Now, honorable senators, with respect to the first issue, whether the comments by Senator Dr. Halwale were in order, I draw your attention to Standing Order 101, with particular reference to Standing Order 114, which states as follows. No senator shall impute improper motive to any other senator or to a member of the National Assembly, except upon a specific substantive motion, of which at least 3 days' notice has been given, calling in question the conduct of that senator or member of the National Assembly. In jurisdiction similar to that of the Parliament of Kenya, imputing improper motive on a member of Parliament refers to accusing a fellow member of acting out of malice, influence from others, bribery, or for personal gain, or through corrupt practices. Such accusations require that a specific substantive motion against such a member to be moved for the matters to be properly addressed. Standing Order 114, therefore, is a safe mode measure that ensures that members do not make baseless and reckless accusations against their colleagues, and that serious allegations on the conduct of members are properly addressed. Now, honorable senators, during his speech, Dr. Boni Halwale MP made comments that imputed improper motive on the Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of the National Assembly. This inference on the conduct of the speakers cannot be unnoticed, cannot go unnoticed. Honorable senators will note that on several occasions I have ruled senators to be out of order if their comments impute improper motive on their colleagues without a substantive motion. If Senator Dr. Boni Halwale MP wanted to discuss the conduct of the speakers, he ought to have filed a substantive motion giving the requisite notice as required under standing orders. In this respect, therefore, I find the comments by Senator Dr. Boni Halwale imputing improper motive on the conduct of the Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of the National Assembly to be out of order for offending Standing Order 101. Honorable Senators, the second issue then that require my determination is whether the point of order by Senator David Wafula MP pursuant to Standing Order 105 to be valid in the context of the debate. Senator Dr. Halwale MP was given an opportunity to table the evidence in support of his claims at the subsequent sitting on Wednesday, 6th of August 2025. However, as highlighted above, his comments ought to have been introduced through a substantive motion. Furthermore, in the context of the debate, at hand. The point of order pursuant to Standing Order 105 was a misapplication of the standing orders and the rules of debate. The appropriate point of order under the circumstances ought to have been made pursuant to Standing Order 101, bringing to the attention of the Speaker that Standing Order 114 was being breached, and to require Senator Dr. Halwale to file a substantive motion should the Senator wish to bring to question the conduct of the Speakers of the Houses of Parliament. In the circumstances, I find that the point of order by Senator David Ofula MP calling for substantiation of facts from Senator Dr. Halwale MP to be null and void. Consequently, while the evidence tabled by Senator Dr. Halwale was entered into record of the Senate, I find it inadmissible. Going into particulars of evidence without a substantive motion will be a breach of the standing orders. In this respect, I direct that the Office of the Clerk of the Senate returns the material to the Senate. Honorable Senators, as your Speaker, I'm duty-bound to impartially enforce the standing orders. I wish to reiterate that any Senator wishing to raise a point of order must observe the requirement of Standing Order number 98. To do so effectively, it is incumbent upon all honorable senators to familiarize themselves with the provisions of the standing orders to avoid misapplication or raising inappropriate points of order. Finally, given the totality of the circumstances that necessitated this communication, I rule that the comments by Senator Dr. Boni Halwale imputing improper motive on the conduct of the Speaker Finally, given the totality of the circumstances that necessitated this communication, I rule that the comments by Senator Dr. Boni Halwale MP imputing improper motive on the conduct of the Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of the National Assembly to be out of order. I therefore direct that the offending comments by the said Senator be expunged from the record forthwith. It is so guided. Thank you. Senator Hezena. Yes, Senator Enoch.
Speaker, have you seen Senator Karen Nyamo and the way she is dressed today, walking into the house with one side of the jacket worn and the rest hanging loose? Mr. Speaker, you know, this house, we can forgive, there's no problem. But Mr. Speaker, you must enforce rules in this house. Next time I'll walk in, Mr. Speaker, with my jacket hanging on my shoulder, and I will demand that you take precedent of what has happened, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Karen Nyamo, you are out of order for violating the Speaker's rules. You cannot walk into the chamber. Order, Senator Funandi. I'm the one delivering the ruling. In fact, you're guilty as charged. You're the one holding her hands as you're walking in the chamber. Senator Karen Nyamo, I will give you a warning for today. You repeat the same thing, I will have to ask you to leave the chamber. Let us observe the Speaker's rules. Senator Hezena. Yes, Senator for Nairobi City County.
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to make a polite request that perhaps we might need, as members of this House, some guidance on admissibility of evidence. Because I believe this is the second time that a member has attempted to substantiate, but the Speaker has found that that material was not admissible. I myself have fallen victim of that same rule. So I think going forward, so that we don't get into this back and forth about admissibility. I know some of us were students of evidence. Unfortunately, my teacher for the law of evidence was shot in cold blood here in Nairobi. But the late Chialo Mbobu taught me the law of evidence. So just for the benefit of some of us, if I am confused, Honorable Speaker, and I am a lawyer, I'm sure farmers like the Honorable Wakwabubi might be struggling just as much as I'm struggling. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Order, Senator for Nairobi City County. If you don't understand and don't appreciate the standing orders, the honorable senator that you've just referred to has a firm grip on the standing orders. Her knowledge on the standing orders is unparalleled. That I can confirm. However, honorable senator for Nairobi City County, I have distinguished two things in this ruling. That this matter ought not to have gone to the extent of even demanding Senator Boni Halwale to table or to substantiate. The point of order that ought to have been raised is actually the fact that he ought to have brought a substantive motion. And because he never brought a substantive motion, then to that extent he was out of order. And then the matter ought to have rested there. Senator Hezana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I rise to request a statement on the electrification of Stereolipi in Samburu East, Samburu County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Energy on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the electrification of Stereolipi in Samburu East constituency, Samburu County. Mr. Speaker, sir, the residents of Stereolipi have raised concerns and made public appeals regarding the lack of electricity connection in their area. While electrification has already reached Lerata, the neighboring community of Stereolipi remains unconnected, leaving schools, health facilities, businesses, and households at a significant disadvantage. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1. The reasons why Stereolipi has not been connected to the electric power grid despite electrification reaching Lerata. Secondly,